Financial downturns don't just happen to the economy. A financial downturn in the economy can cause an impact in your life. However, it's not the only way that you can face financial struggles. A job loss, unforeseen health issues, death of a loved one, divorce or separation, these are all factors that can cause financial issues in anyone's life. One thing to keep in mind is that no matter what financial downturns you have faced, you can recover and you can rebuild your life. And we're going to talk about how in this video. Hey everyone, my name is Bola Shokumbi. I'm the founder and CEO of Clever Girl Finance. I'm also the author of the Clever Girl Finance book series and the new book, Choosing to Prosper. Welcome to Clever Girl Finance TV. So in today's video, we're going to go over some key tips of how to rebuild your life after financial struggles, after a financial downturn, because it is completely possible. So let's get into it. Step number one, let go and forgive the past. Sometimes people hold on to grudges against people who may have contributed to their financial struggles or their financial downturn. And while that does happen, while people make mistakes, while you may have gotten yourself into a situation that you're not happy with, it has happened in the past. And so it's really important that you let it go and you move on. You want to glean the lessons, right? Assess what you learned from the situation by dealing with that person, but don't hold on to that negativity. You really want to focus on how you can approach moving forward and how you can approach starting to rebuild your life. So if you're holding on to any grudges to anyone because of a financial situation that you found yourself, let it go, take the lessons, and then clean your slate, create a plan of how you're going to move forward. Step number two, take stock of where you are financially. So basically, if you're trying to get ahead with your finances, you have certain financial goals you're trying to meet, it's really important that you understand where you are right now. So what does your big picture look like? What is your credit score? How much debt do you owe and to who? What is your income? You want to gather all this information. And while it might seem overwhelming at first, take your time to lay out all these information to determine your big financial picture so that you can then create a plan to move forward. Step number three, create the actual plan to rebuild your financial life. So you've determined where you are with your finances. Now it's time to lay out a plan. If you're trying to save a specific amount of money, now is the time to create your savings plan. If you're trying to pay off a specific amount of debt, now is the time to create your debt repayment plan. Write down your plans with specific detail. You want them to be specific, you want them to be measurable, you want them to be trackable, you want to be able to track your progress as you work on your plan. But without a plan, there is nothing that you're going to be able to track. So this is the time to really lay out your plans. It could include, like I said, saving, paying off debt, investing, whatever your goals are as it relates to rebuilding your financial life, you want to create that plan. And creating your plan starts with making your goals. It starts with laying out your goals. What do you want to accomplish, right? So your goals need to be specific to yourself. Essentially, you want them to be tied to the things that you truly want for yourself, not what other people want for you. So again, it's time to create that plan. Be specific, right? Make it measurable. Make it something that you can track. Put timelines on it so that you can start to rebuild your life. Step number four, dream big. One of the most important aspects of rebuilding your life is to visualize where you see yourself, where you want to be, what your ideal life is, especially when it comes to your finances. So start to think about what your ideal life is. Create a vision board, create a mood board, and let this motivate you as you start to make progress and work through your plan of rebuilding your financial life. By the way, if you are enjoying this video, I'd love for you to hit the like button below, subscribe to this channel, stop by clevergirlfinance.com. We update our blog every single day and we have a variety of different articles from finance to business to career and so much more. And be sure to check out our over 30 plus completely free courses. Okay, let's get back to the video. Step number five, take it one step at a time. So you've created your plans, you're working your plans, you have this grand vision of where you want to be, but you don't want to overwhelm yourself because when it comes to recovery and rebuilding your life, especially when it comes to finances, it can take time. And so you want to focus on the things that you can do that lead you up to your big goals. What are the things that you need to do this week to lead you up to your goal for the month? Break your goals down into smaller chunks and track that progress. This way you can avoid feeling overwhelmed when it comes to working that plan you have created. Step number six, be gentle with yourself. So sometimes we create all these grand plans, but then life happens and it can derail us from our path. And so it's really important that you give yourself the grace to pick yourself back up, to dust off your plans, to readjust your strategy, to reassess and keep moving despite whatever stumbling block might cause you to trip. You also want to take some time to prioritize caring for yourself and your mental health. Rebuilding your life after financial struggles can be tough. And like I mentioned earlier, it can be overwhelming and it can take a toll on your mental health. So take some time to take your mind off just focusing all the time on money. Take a walk, work out, read a good book, immerse yourself in a fun TV show, and just find ways to take care of yourself as you make progress on your journey to rebuilding your life. Step number 7, practice gratitude and mindfulness. It might be hard to think about being grateful when you're trying to recover from a financial downturn. However, one thing that you can be grateful for is that you are now in this space where you can start to recover, that you now have this awareness of what to do right this time, of what changes you need to make. That in itself is something to be grateful for. And as you make progress on your journey to rebuilding your life, it's important to be grateful every day for the things that you have and the opportunities that you have, because it's very easy, if we're not being grateful and not being mindful, to start dwelling on the past and start going down a negative rabbit hole. We don't want to do that. So focus on being grateful and focus on your future and just being mindful of where you let your thoughts go. Step number 8, surround yourself with people who love and support you. There is nothing as important as having the right circle of influence around you, especially when you are in this space of trying to rebuild your life. You want people who are going to motivate you, who are going to inspire you, who are going to support you, and who are going to keep you accountable to stay on the right track to achieve the recovery that you desire for yourself. You don't want those people who are going to talk you down and tell you you can never do it, you're meant to be in this world of financial struggle. You want to really be clear on who you have around you and who you're sharing your goals and dreams with, so that you don't get derailed from what you ultimately want to do, which is rebuild your life. So be very careful about the people you have around you. And sometimes you cannot help who you have around you. So be mindful of how much you share in terms of your goals and your dreams, especially towards people who are quick to kill anything you have to say or are just full of negativity. Protect your space. And finally, step number 9, focus on getting better every single day. A lot of people are guilty of having an all or nothing mentality. I've been guilty of this as well. But it's important that, again, we give ourselves the grace to take the small steps and acknowledge those small wins as we make progress, and just focus on what you can do every single day to lead you towards your ultimate goal. Like I mentioned earlier, sometimes looking at your big, massive goal can be overwhelming because it just seems so big and also so far out into the distance. So focus on what you can do every single day to get better, to rebuild your life, and then take it from there. So those are the key tips I wanted to share when it comes to rebuilding your life after hardship. And one thing to keep in mind is that the journey to rebuilding might not always be easy, but it is totally possible with focus and with intention. So create your plans to get your finances back on track. Take care of your mental health and surround yourself with those right people. I'd love to know if you have navigated financial hardships and how you got through it. Leave a comment below. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel, and please stop by Clever Girl Finance. We update our blog every single day and we have tons of great content, and we also offer over 30+ completely free courses to help you on your journey to financial wellness. I'll talk to you guys in the next video.